Raider Nation, and I'm back. Former Raiders linebacker Miles Burris here. I remind you because it's been a minute since I've posted anything. I started the podcast with the full intention on regularly uploading, and I know I mentioned that, and I was for a bit there. And then life slapped me in the face, as it does at times. I'm not just a content creator, I'm an actor, I'm a screenwriter, working with a bunch of brands now, getting other things up and running, and so something had to go. So I'm checking back in mostly because I'm kind of excited. It's draft night, and I'm wondering where the Raiders are going to go as well. And I don't know if you can see that screen right now, but I'm not going to give you any suspense. That's who I want right there, Ashton Jeanty. And I guess in this video, I'll tell you why. Again, just wanted to touch base, love the nation, and excited for the draft. I like Ashton Jeanty, and I had said in last season, we're going to have to do something about quarterback, whether that's through free agency or through the draft. And I don't know where everybody stands. I haven't been keeping up with top narratives in Raider Nation right now. I like the Geno Smith move. He's an established veteran, 2-year deal. Especially with a transition of a bunch of brand new coaches, especially with a brand new head coach and new philosophy and everything that Pete's going to bring. You want to have somebody who is a veteran in the league, who knows how to lead and has proven it. You don't also want a brand new, fresh rookie quarterback while you have brand new coaches, and that's too much turnover. And so being that we have Geno, it's like, no, I wouldn't want to get a first-round quarterback if one was available between Shador and Cam, because anybody you take in the first round is going to then put a lot of conflict on Geno being the guy, and it just kind of how that goes. The whole crowd is going to be putting pressure on getting Geno out if on the first bad play he has, and put pressure on the situation. And right now it really needs to unite, especially in transitionary periods. There's so much turnover, not just with the coaches, but with the players. And you really need to sync everybody up to be on the same page, get in or get out type mindset. So I love Ashton Jeanty because, you watch his film, there's not a whole lot not to love. He does everything, in the run game. He's a big play, could take it to the house anytime he touches the ball, playmaker. He's a scatback that is thick and well balanced. Like he's 5'9", but he's 215 pounds. I don't think a lot of people understand how thick that is for a 5'9" frame. That's a big muscular dude, and he's not fat. And I don't know what he ran, but he's a 4'3", 4'4" guy. He has that rare combination of game-breaking speed with a compact, durable, everyday or every down horse of a back, if I'm dropping that term. But you can give him the ball a bunch and he's going to be durable. He can take those 30 carries a game, and he did it all season. And I know everybody's going to say the Mountain West Conference and this, that, and the other. And it's like, I played in were they still Mountain West? I don't know. Less competition. I was in the Mountain West. And honestly, you don't just play Mountain West teams. You play people in the Pac-10 and the biggest conferences. It's not so much the talent of those conferences. Like, you don't notice like, oh my gosh, this team was way better and they were just lightning fast and way bigger than us and strong. There's not a huge talent drop off necessarily. It's that those teams play better for the last quarter and a half than the other teams, and just I guess have a better system or whatever. Those players, they make it work. So I don't know. And I didn't feel, coming out of the Mountain West, I didn't feel like a huge. Coming into the NFL, yes, it's a big shock to the system, and you're wondering, is everybody just aliens? Do I have no idea what I'm in for? But I felt prepared once I got there and I started feeling the hits and being able to still extend my hands and get separation off blockers the same way I was in college. I don't worry so much about the lack of talent that somebody played in college. Every single year you see uncountable outliers of guys who weren't even Division I, and they go and ball out in the NFL, or are way undersized for their position. So much of that for me is just like, it's where is the person between the ears? Where is the psyche at? And everything I've seen from Ashton Jeanty, it screams a guy who has like that. He's already decided in his mind he wants to be a Hall of Famer, and he sees himself in that light. You can't put any labels on what somebody's going to do. You could be injured tomorrow and done forever. But what I liked was, he came runner up in the Heisman, but every interview he talked, he was like, I'm the Heisman. I should be the Heisman. I should, and he was respectful about it, but he really believed it. And I really like that. He seems like he has a strong mindset with a supreme confidence. And that's what you want with somebody that's heading into the league, where if you have a shaky confidence, it's the perfect environment for that to be shaken to another level and kind of send your play down and have you kind of, cower down a little bit. I think he's a dog, and I think he's a disciplined dog. I think the game is there, the tangibles are there, the intangibles are there. Ashton Jeanty, first round, let's go. Let's get our back of the future. Raider Nation, let me know what you think below. Who do you think we should take? Who do you like? Do they trade back, get more picks? Do they stay there, get Jeanty? Do they get somebody else? What would be your best pick, and what would be the most disappointing thing? Anyways, love y'all. Hopefully I'll be able to tap in here more often, and I'll give you a little quick tour too. Here, I finally got my jerseys up here. That's pretty cool. I got a little frame TV, got some of the memorabilia set up out here. I want to get a lot of pictures framed, especially the one where it's me and Charles Woodson in the middle of everybody before the game. Certain things like that, man, you just got to save them. But take care. Love y'all.